Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to the Samachar Scripts. So, in the last video, we will talk about the loops in Java, like for loop, while loop, do while loop. So, today we will talk about nested loops in Java. So, actually, nested loop is that like loop inside the loop. So, we can have for nested loop, while nested loop. So, we will talk about today nested loop with example including for and while and for both the loop we talk about today. So talk about nested loop. A nested loop means a loop statement inside another loop. That is why nested loop are also called a loop inside loop. So you can say you can see the syntax of for loop is for first for loop then another for loop. That is called nested loop. Same is while loop. uh, while in the while loop while condition first then another while condition, inside that we write the statement that is called while loop, while nested loop. So let's start with practical. And so today we are going to print 2 to 10 tables, like 2 ones are 2, 2 2 is 4, by using both the loops, like nested for loop and nested while loop. Okay, then let's start with for loop. So we have only simple console, then we'll start with 4. So let's start 4 and I equal to I greater than equal 10 and I plus plus. Then because we need to use the nested loop, that's why now we need to use another loop for int j equal 1, j greater than equal 10, then j plus plus. Now we need to print I into j because we have to print multiplication of that. Let me print here the simple out to new line. Now let's run this program, then see. Now you can see, like, if I go to the top, 2 4 8 6 2 table, 3 table, 4 table, 5 table, 6 table, 7 table, 8, then 9, and then 10. Like if I talk about 8 8 16 24 32 40 48 56 64 72 and 80. So this is the table for 2 to 10. Now let's discuss the code, how it's working. Okay, so in first, from the first loop it will take first 2. Okay, now inside another loop, once it will 2, then inside another loop it will run 1 to 10. That means for outer loop one value will iterate 10 times in inner loop. Whatever value we have in that time it will iterate. So here 2 will iterate 10 times. Now we are just going to multiply by j. So I value is 2. Then if we are going to multiply 1 to 10, like 1 equal 2, likewise 2 equal 4, 3 equal 6, 4 is equal 7, likewise this. Let me print this. Then, or like we can do one thing now, we can check, we can print I into j here as well. So let me print first I plus, then multiply by, then j plus. Okay, now equal. If we'll execute this program, then you will check like how exactly it's look like. So you can see the, if I talk about the 2, so 2, because I value is constant remain for first time, like because in outer loop first time then another 1 2, this is the outer loop and this is the inner loop. So that's how it looks like. 2 ones are 2, 2 2 the 4, 2 2 so this is the talk, this is all about the in nested loop. loop inside the loop. Same thing. If we want to print 1 to 10, 2 to 10 table from while loop, so we'll start with, okay, int I equal 1, then I now, because here we need to declare a variable, because while is need conditions. Now while I is greater than equal 10, then a new variable for another loop, j equal 1, then I plus plus, because we need to increase the outer value loop value. Then while again, then we have j is greater than equal 10. Now we can print normally I into j, then j plus plus, because we need to increase the value. Then in the end, for new line, we can have a new sys out here. It it will just create a new line. Okay, it's enter in just new line. Now if I execute this, then you can see 2 to 10, 11. Okay, 11, why? Because it's start with 1. So now 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20. Now if we want to print likewise as we have in this format, we can just copy from here, and if we paste it here, then blur, then you can see I and j's value. Okay, so here likewise I is remain same, but j is keep changing, because in outer loop we are just taking one value first time, but inner loop we are just iterating that value into the another. So this is all about nested loops, for loop and while loop. That's it for the day. We will talk about in next topic from tomorrow. Thanks. Bye bye. Have a